Hey guys, so I'm here with baby Jade, and this may be rare to actually see her in black. I don't usually put my babies in black, but she's a darker baby, so I figured I can get away with the black on her. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I put her on this black. I honestly prefer Jade in darker colors. I think it does better with her. I think reds do really good with her. She does good in reds and blues and stuff like that. Although I do love pink because pink is my favorite color. It is not necessarily my favorite color on Jade, but she does do good in pink. Say the pink is more so for me, for mommy, right? So someone asked, do I prefer sleepers or awake babies? I go through phases. There's no yes and no one or the other with me. I go through phases. It seems like I'm gravitating towards more awake babies than asleep babies. I think deep down I'm more of an asleep baby. Initially, I think, but the awake babies, to me, if they're done right and they look real, they have more they can have more personality, in my opinion. But I do love sleepers. I think I really love sleepers a lot. So I don't know. I think it just depends on the baby. And a lot of you guys are new to the community or new to collecting, and some of you guys haven't even purchased your first baby yet, and you're just scouting around trying to see and get a feel of what you like and what you don't like, and you know what it is that you really want when you make that big purchase. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys some really unfortunate news. I honestly, and I could be wrong, don't believe that you get it right the first time. Very few get it right the first time. I do know some people that still have their first babies and still head over heels and in love, so I'm not saying that it does not exist. I'm just saying that for the most of us, it's very hard to do. And part of that is because we are so busy trying to get what's popular, what's in demand, and not going off of what really pulls at us. Because although Jade is my favorite baby, I can assure you that she would not be somebody else's favorite baby. And they will not feel the way I feel about Jade. But when you get to know her from my channel and everything, she might begin to grow on you, and you might begin to like her. But it doesn't mean that she would be your baby. Sometimes I let go of babies and I go and I look at the new mommy's channel, and it's like I like the baby more on their channel than I did in my collection. And it's like that baby was just meant for them. You know what I mean? So it's very tricky buying these babies. Jade has rooted eyebrows, so when you see me doing that, that's because she has rooted eyebrows. But yeah, it's you know, it's one of those things again where you kind of have to inject a little bit of you into your buying process. And I say a little bit, but really you need to be injecting all of you in it, because they're so expensive. And there's nothing like getting something that someone said was going to be great and you love it and you hate it. then you're not only hating the doll, but you're mad that the person told you that you were going to love it. So that's why I say it's great to look at, you know, people's channels and see, you know, see the baby being dressed and stuff like that, so that you can kind of get a feel of the sculpt, the doll. Even if that's not the same particular doll that you're going to get, but it's the same sculpt. It's nice when you can, you know, see the baby multiple times in different types of outfits, because for me it gives me an idea of like what I could dress the baby in and stuff like that. Because you know, when artists come on and they do their little videos, they do, oh, boom boom boom, they show all the specs and the, you know, details and all that, but they have all their fancy lighting and all their fancy stuff, and they don't show us the stuff that we want to see necessarily. I don't know what it is about most of the artists or whatever, but they do not show us what we really want to see sometimes. Like, I look at auctions and all the baby pictures are turned to one particular side. All the pictures are to the left side. Can I see it from the right angle? Can I see it facing straight forward? Can I see it with the head leaning down? Can I see it with the head leaning? Like, you got 100 poses here, pictures here, and all in the same pose. Different backgrounds, yeah. Different clothes, yeah. But same exact pose. Can you pose the baby a little bit different, ma'am? Can you let us see a little bit more? You know, that drives me insane. Now, one thing I like to see in a lot of the auctions is when the artists strip the baby down and show it in nothing but a onesie. Because, see, that's another thing. Collectors get so caught up in the way a baby is dressed. But you ain't buying those clothes. You paying for that doll. And if that baby don't look good with no clothes on, guess what? You just bought yourself a nothing. Hate to say it that way, but that is true. So I like to see my babies in nothing. A lot of people can't do that because they sell you on the clothes. And that's why some people get so upset and have such a fit about what came in the box. Oh, the baby didn't have this and the baby didn't have that. But was the baby any good? I don't be caring about that. I had a baby one time. That baby box opening was everything. Like a dream. Like it was stuff I've never seen before. Special order from overseas and all that and stuff. And let me tell you something. The doll had a defect. Doll went right back in less than 24 hours. It was in the box going back. You know why? Because I didn't pay for those clothes. I paid for the doll. And if my doll ain't right, I don't care what you put in that box. So I want you guys to start looking at that and considering that when you're buying a baby. What does it look like without clothes? Without clothes. A lot of people with the silicone babies, now a lot of the artists now think that the squishy tummy is it. You know, oh, a squishy tummy and an armature. You could put a squishy tummy and an armature in a poorly sculpted doll and it does nothing for me. Nothing. I don't care if it have squishy tummy, it pee, I don't even care, it can poop, breathe, all that. But if it's sculpted poorly, for me, this is for me, and some people don't care about sculpting, but I do. And you have to understand a little bit. I think a lot of people forget my background. I'm very much into art. Most of my kids are like little artists. I have my little makeup artist, which is a fashionista. That girl can put together an outfit. I mean, she can look good in anything, okay? And then, so she's like this, I don't know, color queen. And then I got the one daughter that, you know, she doesn't like draw like fabulous, but she draws like houses and stuff like that. She likes to design her own little houses and stuff like that. But then I have two kids that are really real artists. My son was a fabulous sculptor. It's not his passion though. He's just a natural talent that he has, a gift that he just doesn't use, unfortunately, because I tried to get him to sculpt me a baby. And he also can draw very well. He did go to art school for a short period of time, but his drive wasn't there, and so I didn't like force it on him. And then my one daughter is absolutely, for sure, an artist, no doubt about it. Like, she paints, she sculpts, she can do anything. She can draw jade, she can paint jade, she can probably sculpt jade if she sat there and put her mind to it long enough. I don't know if she can sculpt as good as Claire Taylor, because Claire Taylor been doing this for a while, and she's also a natural artist. But I'm just saying, you get the point, right? So my background is art. I've been to art galleries all the time, art shows, and, you know, extravaganzas and all that stuff. So for me, I need it to be a little bit more than just a doll, and I need it to be very lifelike and very baby-like. So I need you guys, if you guys are, and this is only for the people that are investing like a whole lot of money. I get sometimes we buy what's in our range, and don't get me wrong, trust me. I will buy what some may call an inferior doll. I will buy one in a hot flash if one pulls at my heartstring. And it may not be perfect, but it may have something about it that I really like. Okay, rather it be size, the feeling, something about it that I really like, that I'm drawn to, the face, I don't care. At this point, because I have a lot of them, I will. But I'm just saying, the people that are really trying to find that great baby and they're investing a lot of money in it. Now, if you're looking for Caucasian or light biracial, it's so much easier for you guys. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier for you guys if that's what you're looking for. AA, oh my gosh, it is the struggle, okay? And because the artists know it's the struggle for us, we have to pay dearly out the yin yang for that as well. That's the part that I hate. I mean, you can't just go in there and get you a $3,000 doll, $3,500. You can't do that. Not with a real well painted black doll. You can't do it. We have to go and pay $1,000 more than the same version of that doll that was in Caucasian, because it's black. Yeah, some of it play a part of it. Takes longer for it to paint, and you know, it does take more paint because, you know, it's more color. You know, the darker the more paint, you know. Yeah, duh, I get it. Okay, but does it really truly mean that I need to pay $2,000 more? Did you really use $2,000 more worth paint? Not necessarily. Did you use a lot more time, double the time, triple the time? Yes, probably. But it's the price you're gonna pay for a nicely painted one. And there's a lot of people out there getting close to getting good at the AA babies, but we gotta sit and wait till the paint dry, and then we gotta sit and figure out if they're gonna have the I like her with the socks on, believe it or not. And then we gotta wait and see if they're gonna charge millions of bucks. I'm not gonna taint you guys' thoughts because if I tell you guys that all the things that I look at and how anal I am, you'll never find a doll. So I'm not gonna tell you guys all that stuff, but I'm just gonna tell you the surface is, see your baby at different angles. See it with no clothes on if you can. And that's that. Now, are you gonna find the perfect one with something that you love every single inch of the baby? Not necessarily. Even when you say it, it really don't always be exactly true. Because I'll say there's nothing on Jade that I would ever change. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But then when I get ready looking for my next baby, I'm like, okay, I like everything here, but the next one I want to not have this, or to have this. So that means what? There's something about Jade that I would have changed. You know what I mean? Or, you know, any doll. I'm just using Jade because Jade's in the video. But you know what I mean? So, you know. But of course, people are not going to say that because they want to sell their babies eventually. And that is a whole nother story. Let's talk about that. I'll be back with another video, guys. And I hope you guys are enjoying these candid chats. And I'm getting back to my old self. So for those that are new to my channel, this is nothing new about me. This is what I usually do, is talk on and on about buying babies and how I buy them and all this. Because gosh knows, I think I'm the expert, right? Okay, whatever. Let me stop being silly. I'll be right back, and Jade is probably going to be still naked because I'm going to just shut this off and come right back. And we're going to talk about how collectors sell their babies. Stay tuned.